Hi, welcome to another episode of Hot Takes. About a month or so ago, Stephen Flynn made his bid to go to Holyrood, but he wasn't really prepared to give up Westminster. So he thought he could take on another seat and oust someone to take their seat at the next election. But rather than challenge a sitting MSP from a different party, which he might not win, he thought he'd go for someone who was already an SNP member and take their seat, ousting them in order to take over. And he chose Audrey Nicholl. Audrey Nicholl was quite upset about this at the time. She'd done well, I'm fed up and I don't want to give up. No, very upset. It kind of really destroyed Stephen Flynn's chances to lead the party. He alienated himself from them because of him going after one of his own colleagues, as it were. And it actually forced a change in the rules. Not only were you no longer permitted to sit in two seats, Westminster and Holyrood, within the SNP, which was a rule simply brought in to stop Joanna Cherry, it was, from doing it, because previously others had done it, Alex Salmond for one, but they just did not want Joanna Cherry doing it, so they brought in the rule that wasn't happening. They really disliked Joanna Cherry. I have no personal animosity towards her. In fact, I think she's a good MP, or was, but she's gone back into the law now. I wish her well. But it meant that Flynn was basically at a loss. If he wanted to go to Holyrood, he'd have to stand in a seat and he'd have to give up Westminster. He wasn't prepared at that time to give up Westminster because, greed, grasping, a desire for the public money. After all that head wax costs. So he gave it up and it was thrown away. But the SNP went on further and changed the rules so that no member of the Scottish Parliament, no MSP, can sit in two constituencies at the same time. So you can't be an MSP and an MP, for example. That was the rule change. And that's fine and fair enough. You can't dedicate your attention to two constituencies. I don't have an objection to that. If them's the rules, them's the rules. They make their own rules, but stick by them. That whole Joanna Cherry thing was very bitter in the mouth. But now it seems, it's only about a month or so later, that Audrey Nicholl, the woman who old Beryl was hoping to replace at the time, has decided actually she's fed up with it. She's fed up with everything that's going on, and she's decided to go. So she's staying on until the election, then she's retiring at the election. She's not going to stand again, thus opening the door for Stephen Flynn if he wants to stand in that seat he was so desperate to stand in. However, will he be willing to give up his Westminster seat to do it? Now, the rules are that if he can safely fight the MS, the Scottish seat, the Holyrood seat, while still being a member of Parliament, Westminster. But should he be victorious, should the poor people of Aberdeen South actually elect Stephen Flynn as their MSP, then he would have, at that point, 24 hours to give up his seat at Westminster. And it's all to do, I think, with how greedy he is. For you see, he gets in May 26. He's only going to get 4 years, I think it is, isn't it? And he's still got all that time left at Westminster. Where's the most power? Where's the most money? Where's the better pension? So he's not really looking for doing the best for Scotland. He's definitely looking for doing the best for Flynn, it seems. That's why he wanted two jobs anyway, isn't it? They really are greedy for power. I wonder if he will stand. I wonder if he'd have the balls to stand. I mean, it would take some brass neck for him now to go and take that seat. And I think, given what's happening in Aberdeen at the moment, I don't think he'd get in. I really don't. I know there's still enough mad SNP nutters out there, rolling eyes, foaming at the mouth. But even they wouldn't be mad enough to vote in the SNP, who are determined to destroy Aberdeen by killing the gas industry and the oil industry. Would they? Trouble is, some of them will. God help Scotland. It's absolutely nuts that these people have given a vote, isn't it? Anyway, let me know what you think. Thanks very much. Bye.